Hello. So this is a very quick video just to demonstrate an idea that how a platform engineering team can build some governed template with different deployment strategies. For example, if you look at here, there is a governed pipeline base, then we could extend it further by creating one for container platform, something for serverless here, and we can continue then going more specialized version of them, for example Azure Function or AWS Lambda. The same we can do for container, creating an Azure container app, specific deployment strategy and Kubernetes. For a realistic example, I have created one that does Canary deployment on Azure container apps. Now, this is just for understanding the picture. In reality, it looks sort of like this. So this is the base template, the governance pipeline base. It's in a one template repository that the platform engineering team is managing. Then we can have different derived templates that are all extended from that base. And you can see it here. These are extended from the base, but way more specialized for different application stack. So with that, let's say the platform team has done this, and now what they can do, a consumer team could directly use that, but that often comes with a friction that you need to tie it to a specific version or commit or tags. And also people need to discover that which tags are available. So for that, let's create see the tags here. So I have created some tags, for example, version 1, 2, you can totally create a tag here. Just give it a name. For example, I created a tag for container apps, Canary version 1. Then I iterated a little bit, made a version 1.1 and so forth. So with that, I have now 3 tags here. Now what I could do now is go to a different project than platform engineering. So let's say this could be the platform engineering team. Now we're moving into a workload team, which in this case is this one. So in this team, what they could do, they could go to the pipeline. So I had a little extensions here to make this process a little easier. Now this is where I can see all the existing templates. Now, how did that appear here? Well, the platform team can publish it. For example, I can go here and say in the platform team, I create a new template. You call it container app Canary or something. And then you can categorize it for different options. As you can see here, we have a bunch of options, but you can extend it further. And then you pick the repository where your templates are sitting in. So I'm not going to create one because I already have created one here, the first one. Now that shows that it is coming from my one templates repository, and it's for Azure Container Apps, and it provides the deployment strategy for container apps. Then we go to the version where I see that all the tags are here, but let's say if I added a new tag, we could just bring those tags here. So if I release a version 1.0.3, we could pick that, put the template file path and a help guide URL so that people can know that this exists for them to consume. As a platform team, I can also block or delete it for preventing team to use it in their pipeline. But we could also say going help to understand how to use that. So we're going to do that from the consumer perspective. So here is the consumer team, back to the quadrant team. And I can see that, oh, well, we're going to be building something with Azure Container App. So let's use this template. And we can see there are multiple versions. The topmost version is the latest one. So we're going to look at that. But we need to understand how that works. So we can click on the help, which if you remember, the help URL brings me directly to the sample that how to use it, which platform team created for me, right? So we have seen that. Now I can go in my project and follow that documentation that I just seen and point it like this. So we're now using that platform 1 template, and we're relying on version 1.0.2. At this point, we can launch our pipeline that we created this pipeline for. That's here, staged, this one. We're going to launch it, and you'll notice that as a consumer team, I did not have to provide all the details of how to do Canary and everything. I pretty much extended the base template from the platform team and provided my container images, my container app instances, subscription ID, things like that, and everything else is taken care on the base level. So when the pipeline starts executing, we can see it's building my container, that it's gonna do a Canary pre-deployment, then a 20% traffic routing, then 50%, and it has date time already implemented within it. So we can look for a previously ran uh, pipeline for the details. So you can see that this is actually doing all the 20% traffic, and then at some point doing bake time, stabilizing it, monitoring it. If things are going fine, then it's moving to the next chunk of traffic, 50%. And you can define the increment, how much you want to go, like 50, 75, up to you. You can define that as a workload team. The platform team already makes it configurable, so you can just tell it how much amount of traffic that you want to move them. So that's all good. So client team is now using it, and they are tied to version 0.1.0.2, if you remember, which a platform team can monitor the moment the pipeline runs. It runs a decorator task. So I have added a decorator here, which is calling track template. And this is what actually tracking that which template version this pipeline has been triggered, and which allows me to tie it to this thing so you can show usage, and then we'll be seeing exactly the build that currently is running, and it has been using this particular version of this template. So that's it. That's pretty much all I want to tell you, that using the extension a little bit, you can really take the template experience in a much more developer friendly way to offer it, and also at the same time covering your governance needs in your enterprise. Thank you for watching. Thank you. Bye.